Hi there. The video this week is for both my kindergartners and first graders. So last week you did a great job practicing steady beat. Now this week we are going to practice it again with my friend Pete the cat. Pete is like the master of steady beat. He is the king of steady beat. In fact, sometimes I like to call him Steady Beat Pete. So we're going to be practicing with one of his books and one of his songs that he sings about his 4 groovy buttons. So today, all you have to do is watch this video and practice singing with me when I sing. I think you'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. Pete the cat put on his favorite shirt with 4 big, colorful, round, groovy buttons. He loved his buttons so much, he sang this song. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 4 groovy buttons. Oh no, one of the buttons popped off and flew away. So how many buttons are left? 4 minus 1 equals 3. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 3 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no, another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 3 minus 1 is 2. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. My buttons, my 2 groovy buttons. Pop! Oh no, another button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 2 minus 1 is 1. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. He kept on singing his song. My buttons, my 1 groovy button. My button, my 1 groovy button. Pop! Oh no. The last button popped off and rolled away. How many buttons are left? 1 minus 1 equals 0. Did Pete cry? Goodness, no. Buttons come and buttons go. Pete looked down at his buttonless shirt, and what do you think he saw? His belly button. And he kept on singing his song. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. I guess it simply goes to show that stuff will come and stuff will go. But do we cry? Goodness, no. We keep on singing. My button, still have my belly button. My button, still have my belly button. Buttons come and buttons go. And that's the end, my friends. So practice singing that song at home. You heard how it kept a nice steady beat, right? My button, still have my belly button. Practice keeping that steady beat by clapping, by patting, by tapping your shoulders, by tapping your head. We know from last week that you can keep a steady beat in all sorts of ways. You can hop up and down, you can stomp your feet. You just want to keep that beat at the same speed the whole time. Cool, like Pete the cat. Okay? And I will see you again on Wednesday with an activity. Bye.